the Third Dynasty of Ur, a kingdom reborn. 2112 BCE. For nearly a century, the once mighty Sumer and Akkad have suffered under the ruthless rule of the Gutians. The northern cities lie in ruins, while the south, though paying tribute, clings to its traditions waiting for a savior. For 91 years, the Gutians ruled with an iron grip. The land bled, the people suffered, but fate had not abandoned them. From the banks of the Euphrates, a leader emerged, Utu-Hengal, ruler of Uruk, the son of a fisherman, yet destined to break the Gutian yoke. On the battlefield, Utu-Hengal crushed the Gutian forces, overthrowing their last king, Tiriganu. The oppressors were cast out, never to return. Utu-Hengal, victorious, ascends the throne, taking the revered title king of the four corners of the world. His reign, though glorious, is brief. After just 7 years, while inspecting a canal, Utu-Hengal fell into the waters and was never seen again. As recorded in the king's list, the river carried away his corpse. The kingdom is left at a crossroads. Yet from the shadows of Ur, another leader rises, one who will shape history itself. In 2105 BCE, Ur-Nammu, Utu-Hengal's most trusted ally and son-in-law, took the throne. His mission: rebuild a broken land. The king Ur-Nammu revived Sumer from the ashes. He built mighty canals, restoring the land. He commissioned grand temples in Uruk and Ur, offering his own hands to the labor. The king Ur-Nammu moved the capital from Uruk to Ur, taking the title king of Ur, king of Sumer and Akkad. Ur-Nammu gave his people something greater than temples. He gave them justice. His code, one of the first in history, laid the foundation for order. Even the greatest kings cannot escape fate. In 2094 BCE, Ur-Nammu fell in battle against the Amorites. Betrayed, abandoned, he perished like a shattered clay jar on the battlefield. His kingdom mourns. Statues rise in his honor, but his legacy will not end here. With Ur-Nammu's fall, his son Shulgi ascended the throne. He would continue his father's work and forge an empire. Contemporaries likened him to the mighty lion-headed eagle, Imdu-Gud. Under Shulgi-Sin's reign, Sumer reached its greatest heights of power and prosperity, standing as the most advanced civilization of its time. Shulgi-Sin ascends the throne, inheriting a kingdom strengthened by his father, Ur-Nammu. He presented himself as a scholar king fluent in Sumerian, Elamite, Amorite, and Sumerian. His strength and endurance were legendary. One hymn tells of his journey between Nippur and Ur during a full moon festival. Shulgi rides 95 miles through a violent storm to attend 2 festivals in a single day. For 24 years he wages no wars. Instead, he builds dams, fortresses, temples, border outposts, forging Sumer into the greatest power of its time. Shulgi-Sin reorganized the kingdom, controlling trade, economy, and infrastructure. Trade and resource distribution thrived. Along rivers and canals, tireless laborers hauled high-prowed reed barges from city to city, carrying grain, flour, bundles of reeds, hay, dates, timber, stone, hides, animal carcasses, and more. A constant stream of messengers, couriers, and envoys of various ranks traveled the roads. The administrative machinery of Shulgi's empire remained well coordinated and efficient. A devoted patron of Sumerian culture and literature, he was a staunch supporter of the scribal schools, Eduba, ensuring the preservation of knowledge. Unlike his father, Shulgi-Sin was deified in his lifetime, merging his name with the moon god Sin in Amorite. Temples bore his image, even the 7th month carried his name. He took the grand title, King of Ur, King of Sumer and Akkad, King of the four corners of the world. A master of diplomacy, Shulgi forged alliances through royal marriages. In 2076 BCE, he gave his eldest daughter to the king of Varahax. She would later rule as queen. In 2063 BCE, his younger daughter wed the ruler of Anshan. With his reforms complete, Shulgi-Sin forged a professional army, mercenary archers, fast and deadly. Peace gave way to conquest. For decades, he led campaigns across the known world, crushing rebels, expanding borders. His empire stretched from the Lower Sea, Persian Gulf, to the Upper Sea, Mediterranean Sea, rivaling Sargon the Great. A surviving inscription speaks of his divine right and military dominance. I, Shulgi, have no equal, who crushed all enemy lands, who granted security to my people, who possesses the divine powers of heaven and earth, a child protected by the sacred Nana. Yet, in the final years of his reign, cracks began to appear. Rebellions grew more frequent, Harshi and Hamerti were destroyed, and Kimash was sacked 2 years before his death. After 49 years of rule, Shulgi-Sin died of old age, leaving his throne to his son Amar-Suit. He inherited a vast empire, wealthy, powerful, yet fragile. His challenges were great, but he would rise to meet them. To be continued.